Hi there, welcome back to my monthly YouTube channel update series. This is the place where I tell you all the YouTube metrics I have going on behind the scenes, how much money I'm making, all the numbers in terms of my views, things like that. This has been a great month for me. I have so much going on right now in life, and I can't wait to explain all of that to you. Let's jump right into it. Now, first things first, I won't be explaining all of the information in this video. I do write a very detailed blog post where I go into depth about every single thing I'll be talking about. Link for that down below. If you want to get that blog post emailed to you, be sure to subscribe to my email newsletter where I do that weekly email, and I include this link whenever I write a new blog post. Link for that also down below. Now let's jump into the update for July 2021. This was a really great month for my YouTube channel. Let me just start with the thing that most people probably care about, and that's how much money I made on YouTube. Let me break it down. Last month in July, I made $731.20 in revenue. However, I did have some expenses, and those expenses deducted $133 from my revenue for a net profit of $598.16. That's pretty good for a month in terms of revenue and profit. I'm really happy with that. For most of the beginning of this year and late last year, I had a big expense, which was video editing, but I recently stopped outsourcing my video editing so I can retain more of my profit, and I made the decision not to outsource my video editing until I'm making enough revenue to cover those expenses. And when I was doing this earlier in the year, it cost me almost $1,000 a month to make my videos outsourced and edit them that way. And I do think I'll be able to hit that in revenue towards the end of this year, maybe early next year. And once I get back to that point, the first thing I'll be doing is reinvesting all that revenue back into hiring a video editor. Reason being, it just saves me so much time, but I don't want to do that at a loss right now. What I'm focusing on is using my revenue for right now into buying products and things like that that will allow me to make better videos and more YouTube videos. The next thing I want to talk about is a really cool metric to see is my monthly views. July had the most views I've ever gotten in a single month on YouTube. I had almost 100,000 views. Almost, not quite. I am so excited to be hitting 100,000 monthly views. Hopefully in August I'll hit that number. If not August, I'll get it eventually. It does look like my monthly views are trending upwards. I've been noticing this slowly in my daily analytics. I check my analytics a few times a week, probably more than that, and I see my daily views increasing ever so slightly week over week. And right now I'm hitting about 3,000 views every single day. Just a few months ago, I was really hype about hitting 2,000 views every day. So it's really cool to be seeing this number go up. And I have no doubt that my monthly views will keep going up as long as I keep posting new videos that all of you enjoy. Next up, we have YouTube subscribers. I do want to say number of subscribers is just a vanity metric. This number doesn't really say much. It's just a really nice to have number. Most people who watch my YouTube videos are not subscribed to my channel. If you're watching this and you aren't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. But in reality, for most YouTube channels, most views come from people who are not subscribed. But it is nice to have subscribers. It does help get my videos out there to more people whenever I press that publish button. Right now, I just hit, as of making this video, 6,500 subscribers. By the end of July though, last month, I was at 6,300. I'm getting really close to hitting 1,000 new subscribers every single month. I believe I had 700 and some change new subscribers last month. That number keeps going up slowly but surely. I do think I'll be getting even more subscribers in the months ahead. I do this projection on my monthly spreadsheet that I have for my YouTube numbers, and according to this spreadsheet, I'll be hitting 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, maybe a little earlier than that. That is really crazy to think about. I don't know how I got to this point where my subscribers keep going up, but I'm very grateful for it. And 10,000 is the next big milestone for my channel, and I'm really excited to hit that number. The next metric I have over here are my newsletter subscribers. Earlier this year, I completely wiped my newsletter list and started from scratch. So for the past few months now, I've been rebuilding my newsletter subscriber base. Right now, I'm at 64 newsletter subscribers. If you want to get my weekly newsletter, link for that down below. I don't really promote it too much, basically just in these monthly update videos, maybe here and there throughout my regular YouTube videos. It's just a place where I share the books I'm reading, some insights into the lessons I'm learning, and also some behind the scenes to my YouTube journey. I like my newsletter a lot. It's going to be a really key part in my future business strategy to get more sales for my products, but overall, I don't think of this as a way to sell products. My email and newsletter is just a way for me to connect with my viewers. And that's really important to me, just having a more direct and intimate connection with people who watch my videos. YouTube is great, and Instagram and Twitter, those things are great too. But there's something about email that's just so much more personal. I love writing to my subscribers who reply to my emails, writing that back and forth exchange. It's one of my favorite things ever. So if you read my email newsletters, don't be afraid to reply to my emails. I love having conversations over email. Now, those are all the metric updates that I have. However, I do want to talk about a few other updates and reflections from the month of July, as well as my future plans for August and September. If you don't already know, I'll be getting married in September, and this is a big part of my life right now where I'm spending a lot of my focus and energy just wedding planning. We're also moving out, so having a new apartment and moving to New York. This is a huge phase in my life, a big change basically, and I have a lot of stuff going on between my full-time job, these YouTube videos, wedding planning, moving. A lot is happening in life. And I set a goal for myself to basically pre-schedule a bunch of YouTube videos for the entire month of September. The reason being is I want to take that entire month off and just not have to worry about work. In making YouTube videos, I usually make all the videos 1 week in advance, so it's been quite a challenge for me to pre-schedule 10 videos, which is 5 weeks worth of content all in advance. In July, I did start this process, and it is taking quite a long time. I do think I'll be able to do it. I think I'm almost at the end of August now for pre-scheduling. This video I'm making right now, I'm recording 1 week in advance because it's an update video, but every other video that's been coming out in the month of August and moving into September was probably recorded 3 to 4 weeks in advance, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that. I'm trying this new technique where I batch all my videos. So what I'm basically doing, like today for example, I spent the entire day, not the entire day, maybe a few hours. I definitely got some YouTube procrastination built in there too, but I spent quite a bit of time today just scripting 4, 5, 6 videos all at once. And my plan now is next week, Monday and Tuesday, just film all those videos, get all the filming done, and then spread the second half of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, editing and scheduling all those videos, and that will get me ahead at a big chunk at a time. It's so much quicker doing it that way than one video at a time. When you do one video at a time, you're losing a lot of hours and a lot of time by setting things up, task switching, just batching all of your tasks that are similar into one chunk of work hours makes it so much more efficient to get more things done. I've always heard of other YouTubers doing this, but I never actually tried it myself to this extent, and I did this a few weeks ago for the first time, and I scheduled like 6 videos all at once for the most of the month of August, and after I finish next week, I'll have the rest of August and the first half of September almost done. So this is a really interesting technique that I'm looking forward to trying even after the wedding when I come back in October, trying this new technique of batching content so I can get really ahead and focus on other things in the meantime. Now, one last thing I do want to talk about, this is the idea of being able to say no. I made a commitment to myself where I would be writing a daily essay of some kind on Twitter or LinkedIn or my email newsletter. I wanted to get in the habit of writing every single day. At the end of June, at the start of July, I started doing this. And for about a week, I would say, I was making this daily writing habit a thing. But I quickly realized I was feeling even more overwhelmed. And if you're like me, I have a very passionate personality, so I quickly get engulfed in a new idea and I have to follow through with it. And I realized that this was one of those things where I had to stop myself from just pushing through. I needed to stop and refocus on what really matters, and that was just making YouTube videos. And I want to share this because I want to make it clear I'm not a perfect person. I have to say no to myself, and I make mistakes quite often too. And I felt really bad that I committed something to myself that I wasn't able to follow through on. But I'm really happy I stopped writing those daily essays because now I'm able to focus so much more on making YouTube videos, and I'm actually on track to meet my goal of pre-scheduling 5 weeks worth of content. Lesson here is don't be afraid to say no to yourself. Sometimes if we just make arbitrary commitments to ourselves that make no sense, we have to have the self-awareness to recognize that, hey, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Let me go back and change that. Let me really focus on the work that matters and not distract myself from the actual thing I should be doing. Anyway, that's my update for July. I hope that last story was somewhat useful for you. I really hope these monthly update videos are somewhat useful for you. If you have any questions I did not answer in this video, like metrics or anything else that you want to know about my YouTube life, leave a comment down below. I love responding to these comments. I love seeing other people who are interested in making a YouTube channel, and I love talking to other people who may be doing that already. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to talk to you about that. Also, link on the screen right now for my monthly update series playlist. If you want to go back in time and see my other update videos to see how things are progressing, link for that on the screen right now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.